Welcome to the Iron Meditation, the art of intentional living and lifting, where we use fitness as a framework for spiritual journey. And I provide you with real-life examples of myself and my students, tools, hacks, practices, exercises, and sometimes training programs. Everything I can to provide more intention into your lifting and hopefully your living. I'm your host, Coach Michael. You can call me Misha. The limits are only in your head, goes a famous question that is glued on one too many commercial gyms all over the world. But is this true? Like, if I follow this logic to the end, that I can run for presidency, theoretically, I can. By this same logic, you can divorce, break the very beautiful family you have to chase and follow and try to date or marry some Hollywood actress or a royalty member. Or you can quit your job and follow or try to fulfill yourself as a stock market guru. Yet, will it be smart? Will you actually do it? Because here's another example. Let's put a man with a bad knee in front of the hill, and let's put a man with injured back in front of the loaded barbell, like 400 pounds. Nothing too much heavy in the powerlifting terms. And just tell him, you sprint and you lift. What will happen? Because the limits are only in their head. Okay, it's bullshit. Like, your knees is fine and your back is fine. It's all like psychological. It's all, everything is like, psychocognitive. It's your childhood trauma that stresses your knee, and this is unresolved issues with your daddy that your back is hurt. So come on, lift and sprint, bitch. Will it happen? If you pump them up enough, like they do in like coaching seminars and these emotional cognitive porn assemblies that I call them, they might try. And they might succeed. Like all those people who succeeded, yet we never heard about thousands, if not millions, who tried before them and miserably failed. So here's a bias for you. Yet, what are those limits? Because obviously I can try my best and run from presidency. Like, the option is there. And you can, yes, break your family and go chase this Hollywood actresses you were in love with from age 16 when you saw. Theoretically, the world is yours. Yet, as Yogi Berra said, in theory, there is no difference between theory and practice. In practice, there is. Will you compromise your family, your job, your health? Or maybe limits are in your head. But again, limits is not quite the word that cut it. So what is it? It's what Oracle of Delphi said like more than 3,000 years ago, I believe. Die yourself. Know yourself. And then your quote-unquote limits will turn into initial points of execution. They will become your starting point. And then, when you have the information, you can really begin to think about making decisions to either direction. Because only by knowing yourself and really understanding yourself, you can act. And action are the only manifestation of living. Because if we go back to the gym, what makes you stronger, bigger, and more slimmer is the actual lifting. Like, you're doing something, not reading about something, not talking about something, and not even injecting something up your thigh. It's actually lifting, doing shit. So, one step forward, it's understanding the mechanisms of what's going on right now. And here, we need to understand that it's not enough to understand the reason. Like, my back is broken, is bad. And it's bad from the age of 12. Because when we immigrated, I went to work to help my mom, and I lifted potato sacks, and I obviously lifted them wrong because nobody told a 12-year-old boy how to deadlift properly. And I was moving some crates in the vegetable store I worked, so I fucked up my back there. I know it. Now what? It is not the understanding of the limitations I'm talking about. It's way more deeper, because it like psychotherapy. Like, yeah, my dad left me when I was 3, and this is the reason probably that I'm fucked up as I am. And maybe my mom couldn't manage to provide me with my initial needs. Fine. I'm 45. What the fuck am I supposed to do with this knowledge now? How it helps me now, at me being 45, to live for another whatever years are left. It provides me nothing. Same as knowing that I fucked up my back while being 12 years old. Great. You know what really moved the dial and shifted? Me doing a hard work, like inch by inch, moving my body and understanding the triggers, what my body likes, what my body don't likes. And it was irrelevant to what happened when I was 12, because from me being 12 to me being 45 passed long, like I'm bad in math, 33 years. All right, in 33 years, many things happened. My body's, like, quote unquote, suffered and went through a lot of stuff. So what happened at the age of 12 might not even be relevant. Same as with my, theoretically, okay, probably psychological condition. Yeah, it happened when I was like 3, 5, whatever. But now I had my bunch of experiences. So maybe it's time to get more aware. Maybe it's time to get more intentional and understand what moves me now, what triggers me now at me being 45. And from this, by understanding how I work, I can do deadlifts smart, I can sprint wise, and I can build a more healthy relationship or choose a more healthy partner for the future, and pick a better job for myself, and even maybe moving to another country, but only if I went the journey to understand what's going on. And I've answered the 3,000-year-old question of thy yourself. What about you? What's your journey? Talk to me, and I'll meet you in the next episode. Anywhere, if you wish to contact me, to talk, to ask a question, feel free to message, to reach out. I'll gladly expand the conversation with you over the 10 minutes that this episode took. Peace.